So here we are. Here's the beginning of the process of creating this Demon Queen number. I just filmed the plan, and the first step really is research, research, research. That is the beginning of the entire process for me. Now, when I am portraying a specific person or character, I like to know as much as I possibly can. And because I want to do everything as accurately as possible, I get very perfectionist with it. Very perfectionist to like the point of obsession. I will be the first to admit it. So with this is kind of an easier character to do. Normally I pick like really obscure things, and I mean in the world of wrestling, in WWE, you know, it's something where a lot of information is available. Because one, Finn Balor is currently on the roster, and we're in the age of social media, so there's so much on YouTube, and, you know, finding reference pictures and all sorts of stuff. This is an easier one. What I've already been doing is watching as much as I can on YouTube to find out about the Demon King character, watching his entrance, what he does in the ring, interviews, whatever I can, whenever I can, just getting as much knowledge about this character as I possibly can. I'll link down below if you want to know what, like, the Demon King is, who Finn Balor is. There are two really great videos that I found that WWE posted up. I kind of like missed them as they happened, because one was when he was down at NXT, and the other one, I just missed it. Not only are they great if you want to know, like, who Finn Balor is and, like, where the Demon King came from, the explanation behind why Finn turns into the Demon King for big matches, it inspired me even more, because a lot of it has to do with, like, Irish mythology, and I mean, if you can't, like, tell by my tattoos and stuff, you know, I'm pretty much, like, split down the middle, Irish and Scottish, so it was really cool to see, like, the legends and where this character came from, and made me even more excited to do this, because it's kind of like, you know, yay, Irish pride kind of thing. So, so yeah, I will link those two videos down below if you're interested, kind of see what's behind what I'm doing. But yeah, definitely for anything that I do, research, 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 because you never know, even in, like, just an interview that somebody did with Finn Balor that, you know, in the title says nothing about the Demon King, you never know what you can find. And there's some hidden gems. So the next part of the process for me is the music and listening to it over and over and over again. I have it on, I'm just very, very low, hoping that YouTube won't pick it up and then say what it is, because I'm still kind of keeping that a bit of a surprise. But what I do is I put it on my flash drive, which hooks up to the car, and I listen to it over and over and over again. So also very important for me to pick something that I'm not going to get sick of, because the way that I generally choreograph my numbers is, like, while I'm driving and listening to it in the car, I'm thinking of my choreography. Obviously, I'm not driving right now. I just want to bring you into the car where the choreography magic usually happens. You know, sometimes things work, and sometimes they don't, and sometimes once I physically have the costume on, I think of other things that I can do, but I'd say about 90% of the choreography that you see on stage for any number that I do came into my brain while I was driving, listening to the music. So currently working on this knee pad pattern, which it's not symmetrical, and the shape of the knee pads that I have are slightly different than his. So I kind of have to squeeze the pattern. So this is kind of what I came up with. Got my lovely knee pad right here. And so what I'll be doing is cutting out all of the teeth and then kind of using it like as a stencil to paint onto the knee pad. So the stencil worked. Now I'm just filling it in and I'll flip it over to do the other knee pad, but I'm excited. So I've hit my first gotta change your plans thing. Here are my shoes. The lovely fringe going on here. And I was going to sew sequins onto the fringe here. Little did I know that sewing through suede is a huge pain in the ass. So now what we're doing is we are just gluing sequins with some E6000. Which is still just as tedious and will take just as long because these are tiny sequins. But I mean, it's better than having my fingers bleed. So here's my underbust corset I got from Amazon. Not like steel boned or anything, but I'm basically gonna cut this and take out these and put a zipper on it. So just like with the gloves that don't have sequins and I opted for rhinestones, doing the same thing here on this corset, and I'm pretty much just emphasizing the pattern that's already here. I know it's not like the most creative thing to do just like the boning and stuff, but corsets are usually the first thing that I take off anyway. So got some rose with jet and then a mixture of Siam AB, and Crystal AB. Let's see how much of this I can get done today. I have run out of SS20 jetstones, so kind of stuck right here until the next rhinestone order comes in, but maybe I'll start beading the fringe for this tonight. So while we're in a commercial break during Raw, I am now trying to finish these boots. Part of the reason why there is a huge gap in any footage that I'm doing right now is because these have taken so long and I've just been working on them when I can at work. But the hubby is gone for work this week, which means I feel okay with working on costuming 24/7. So that's what I'm doing. Also, my cat says hello. Hello, Rosalie. So over here, I finished the tearaway bra situation. And then I've also got the neck corset in. Tried that on. It's great. So maybe I'll be able to start painting that this week. And I think tomorrow is just going to be a beading fest for the bra and everything else. Misa, are you going to help me with costuming? You going to help me do all of the Demon Queen stuff? So, got my neck corset. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to paint this. But then I'm also thinking, instead of doing like the blood in like leather that I sew onto this, maybe I'll do beading instead. It's a thought.
Find somebody with your exact leg size, though. Come here. Come over here. Maso is trying to take video.
I respect your saves today.
Woo!
So here's the skirt belt. And right here where there's nothing is where the Balor eye is going to go. Just got done rhinestoning this, and now it's time to work on the headdress. And then that's the last big piece aside from the Balor eye. I've been doing so much so fast that I literally have forgot to film, but we're getting really close. So here's the headdress. I actually ended up building it on a, like, what do they call it? It's like a football wrap cappy thingy. And we just got, you know, the leather, sequin dot, this stuff. I just kind of put bunches together and sewed them on. And then these pieces here with the vinyl, those were just hot glued into place so I could see where, like, how much the stretch was. And then I just hand sewed them on. So probably gonna cover up that stitching with rhinestones, and yeah. Here are the pasties that were just delivered to me from Bella's Tchotchkes. I think that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, they're really cool. They're pretty much indestructible. And she's been wanting to make like blood pasties for quite some time, and it just so happened that I kind of needed blood teardrop pasties. So, guinea pig, but I love these. So it is now the Monday before Summer Glam. Crunch time is real, but I just made the tongue that's going to attach to the neck corset. On the back it's black leather because it's going to kind of like face up and then flip down. So there's that. I finished the Balor eye, and I'm going to put that on the back of my skirt belt thingy. And then, you know, I just have to rhinestone this and maybe rhinestone a couple other things, and we are set with this costume. Day of Summer Glam. Got everything all packed up. And we'll see what happens tonight.